So at what altitude can you see curvature? Because we went 190,000 feet in altitude, and it measures a motionless plane every single time. Like Einstein said, the Earth it's an observable motionless plane. The word planet comes from the word plane. Like you're the word horizontal, right? They use that for horizon because the horizon is level, sea level. The sea don't curve. Why do you believe in fake science? You get your way you look like the fuck is stupid. Why not?
Why did I not get
that?
Yeah. Wait, didn't we have to pay for them here? I'm fairly certain we had to pay for them where I'm from.
Why do you believe in NASA when it was started by 25 Nazis with Operation Paperclip?
Stop being rude.
I'm not.
Oh, so we have a rude. Is she a rude?
No, I'm not rude. I'm an angel.
You can go right over there if you're going to be rude.
I'm not being rude.
Why do you sound like a...
Apologize.
Because I made my voice like that.
Apologize.
All right, Mickey. Why do you believe in NASA?
Can I say one thing about the moon landing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, okay. Not one thing. You know how a lot of people say like it was staged, right?
Yeah.
And like because there's no light in space, and so how did we see them if there's total darkness in space, right?
Sure. What about the sun?
Well, because the light doesn't travel to the moon.
Yes, it does. The moon, you guys say the moon reflects the sunlight. You believe Richard Nixon, the most corrupt president in American history, spoke to...
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know who that is.
Google Richard Nixon speaking to astronauts on a telephone. Before satellites existed, my nigga called them on a landline. He literally called them on a house phone from the White House on footage. And people believe this before satellites even existed. And even if satellites existed, that's not the kind of phone. It would have to be a satellite phone. It wouldn't be a wired house phone. You need to come back to the Bible. Engineer. Neither are they. Don't worry. They're going nowhere. That's why if you search up the trajectory of all rockets that leave low Earth orbit, they arc. They never go straight up, and they're shot from Florida into the Bermuda Triangle. Every single one of them. What else you got?
I don't think... Okay, let me back up. I don't know of any of them being shot from Florida. I could be wrong about that, though.
It's on their website, nasa.gov. Why don't you Google it? Don't you Google everything?
No. Honestly, I'm just kind of to myself.
So how can a rocket, like if a jet, let's say a boat pushes off of water and an airplane pushes off of atmosphere, what the fuck does a rocket push off of in a vacuum?
Let me finish. There is a lack of gravity, yes, but it is not 0% gravity. It's 0 point, and then I think it's like 0.0 some shit like that. But there is a 4% of gravity and mass in space, which is why when we use oxygen or air or whatever they use to turn, they use air valves to turn it, and so you're basically blowing your way into turning.
But you're turning off of no medium. You're pushing off of you're saying you're pushing off of gravity? That's rich. I've never heard this one.
Well, how do you push off of, or how do you turn in the air?
Off the atmosphere.
Not necessarily, because we can fly in space as well.
No.
We can fly on Mars and the moon.
Is that because you saw...
Not fly like airplanes.
But do you believe in Mars because they showed you a computer-generated picture of Mars? You know,
I believe in Mars because I've seen it.
Yeah, and it's literally
all you gotta do is go outside and look up.
Yeah, it's a light in the sky. It's not something you can put your foot on. It's a wandering star. That's what planet means in Greek. It means wanderer.
Wandering star? Mars is not a wandering star.
It's just a star with its independent orbit. I mean, if you zoom up with a high-powered lens, it's a red light in the sky, just like your other gay planets. But NASA tells you that it's a land far, far away that you can land on, and they give you computer-generated images of Planet X, and every picture of space is fake.
I don't think so.
Why don't you Google it on your phone and tell me which one's real?
I have Googled it.
Google it now.
can tell
Let's
you
see
that
the look
fake.
on your face. Let's Google it right now. I want to see the look on your face. Google it on your phone and show me one
Okay,
real
word-
picture. Show me one picture that's not computer generated.
Okay, word for word. What do you want me to Google?
Google planets in space.
And just go to images?
Yeah, there should be millions because you guys give 52 million to NASA a day through tax revenue, right?
Well, I forgot Pluto, but
That's a real photo? You globetards are globalist scum.
that is
Which one's a real photo?
that one for sure. These are actual photos that have been compiled into one, like a
Like a composite?
like a compilation, but not a video, like a compilation of photos.
Oh, so they've never taken a picture of a planet.
Yeah, they have. They've taken plenty. I
What a-
actually think I have.
I'm sure you have them saved. Right? You know, it'd be funnier if you went to nasa.gov and used their photos. Wow.
That one is from NASA. And the reason it's so low quality is because it's from NASA. It was 2 years ago.
Doesn't
and our technology.
Doesn't Jupiter have a raging storm on it?
Yes, but that is not Jupiter.
Right.
It is believed that Jupiter has the storm because of a satellite crashing or something.
Isn't it because the pagan god Jupiter from Roman times was the storm god, and they have you believing in gas giants instead of space giants, gods? Like, they're feeding you the same slop and you're fucking eating it up. Jupiter was the storm god.
Jupiter's either Greek or Roman.
It was Roman. Jupiter's Roman.
You said pagan.
Yeah, pagan can be Roman.
Pagan is not Roman. Pagan is a precursor to Christianity. Roman was completely different. Roman was, if I'm not mistaken, Catholic.
No. Jupiter.
And they believed in different gods as well.
No. Jupiter came before Christianity.
Jupiter came before Christianity?
Yes, the storm god of Jupiter. It's all stolen from Hellenistic Greek gods. They just turned them into Roman gods. Like Hercules, it's all the same shit. But you believe Jupiter, the storm god, is now Jupiter, the gas giant that has a storm on it? Like, what the fuck?
Because it didn't turn into it, it was named after it.
It was named after the Jupiter storm god. You're right.
Yeah, because way back then, when people didn't know anything about space, they just thought, there's this really popular god. There's this new thing I found in space.
So how did they know in ancient times that there's a storm?
They didn't. They knew it was there, but they didn't have the technology to be able to like zoom in and really see it.
What about let's say Saturn's hex? Search up Saturn's hex. It's at the top of Saturn. Isn't that hexagram from the Saturnian cube cult, the Kabbalists?
Are you talking about the blue thing?
Yeah. What is that blue thing at the top that's just added in 2010, I think? Yeah, show me.
I've never heard of it. That was interesting.
Yeah, isn't it funny how it's a 6-pointed star, just like the Saturnian cube is a hexagram of a 6-pointed star? Why would they put the hex on Saturn?
But why would they put a hexagon in honeycombs? Honeycombs also naturally have 6 sides.
I'm saying they'd have to know in ancient times that there was that hex pattern on Saturn, but they didn't have the technology to know.
How would they have had to have known?
They are literally giving you fake pictures of planets because planets
But
are.
that's not what I asked.
I'm saying they're naming them after their old mythology to get you away
Yeah.
from. Yeah, to get you away from Christ. It's so obvious.
No, they named them after their old mythology because they had not been introduced to Christianity yet. So that was their that was their true beliefs back then.
Okay, and you believe that the sun is bigger than Earth?
I do.
Isn't that just
Because how would something the same size as Earth, so far away, still be able to heat Earth? There's something called a life zone, and only planets within the life zone.
how
Which
does
means it's
so
not too close to the sun, and it's
how
slower
does
to
how does a burning ball of gas like your heliocentric sun burn in a vacuum?
Well, let me finish.
It can't burn in a vacuum. You could do this.
Yes, it can.
Oh my god.
Yes, it can, because it's basically like boiling. So you know when you boil a pot of water,
Right.
And you start seeing the bubbles come up from the bottom of the pot, but you're not putting air in the pot.
Wait, why are the bubbles coming up? Why are the bubbles coming up?
Because there's heat being supplied under the pan, and
No.
then the heat is
But why
causing. Yeah,
but why are they going up? Cuz they're less dense than the medium surrounding it. They're more buoyant.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
so
That's
explain
what
so
bubbles.
is a helium balloon less dense than the air? That's why it goes up?
Yes, because helium.
Yeah, so is helium beating gravity? It's the only thing that goes up against gravity. Skyscrapers get held down by gravity, but a Pikachu balloon is beating gravity? Or do you not need gravity?
Because it's light than all the other atoms.
And why did you say boiling water? Boiling point.
Because I was trying to
No,
explain
no, no.
something.
That was perfect. I love that you said that. Boiling point of water. Is it a fact or a theory?
It is a fact.
And is gravity a fact or a theory?
It is a fact.
Gravity is a fact, like boiling point of water? Or is it a theory?
I didn't hear that part. No.
Yeah.
Gravity is a theory on relativity, on why
Yes.
something moves
Yes.
down the way it does.
Yes, perfect. So gravity is a theory and boiling point of water is a scientific fact, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So providing that.
That's you
providing
just
that-
admit that gravity is bullshit.
We went, hang on. We went from talking about why the sun burns in a vacuum to gravity.
Yeah, why did it burn? What was your excuse?
So when you boil a pot of water and you see the bubbles rise up,
Yeah.
the reason they rise up is because
Is that
water
pot of
made
water in a vacuum?
Let me finish.
It's not. So it's not the same
Let me
method.
finish.
It's not even the same scientific method. You're just confusing it.
I'm not. I'm trying to explain it, but you're not letting me finish. So you're not understanding
Okay.
because you're not letting me finish.
Okay, when does the water boil in a vacuum and turn into a burning ball of gas?
Let me finish. You can compare the sun to a boiling pot of water. The bubbles rise up because the water gets heated so quickly that it turns into gas and it rises to the top. It's the same thing that happens to the sun. The sun has a core and it's so hot that it boils everything else around it, and that's why you get things like solar flares. And when they eventually start running out of energy, they end up either imploding or exploding.
So if the sun is it 93 million miles away in your model? Yeah, I think it is. But it's so big that it perfectly eclipses the moon?
Yes, because the moon is 16%. Either 16% smaller or 16% like the distance. I don't remember.
The moon is 240,000 miles away and the sun is 93 million miles away.
Mm-hmm.
But they perfectly eclipse because they're the same fucking size and they're both local on Earth in a geocentric flat Earth firmament system. The creator of the rocket, Werner von Braun, his tombstone is Psalms 19:1 that talks about the firmament in the Bible. Why would the creator of the rocket put a dome firmament on his tombstone if he believes that you can go out into space?
I don't know who you're talking about. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You've never heard of the word firmament?
Say it again.
Firmament?
Firmament?
Yes.
I have not. Firmament.
It's in the Bible.
Oh shit! I spelled it wrong. How do we go back?
Do you also believe in aliens? Ooh. Aliens. There's got to be something out there, right?
I would like to, but there is no 100% proof of it. You know what I mean?
What about dinosaurs? Do you believe in dinosaurs?
I do, but I will say that the fossils we find are not actually bone. They are, if I'm not mistaken, I think casings of the bone.
Well, I think the real bones are in the Smithsonian Museum, which are giant bones. And they say that 98%, it was 99% of a dinosaur bone in a museum is made out of rat bones and resin. And every museum with dinosaur bones has fake dinosaur bones.
That's what I'm saying. There is no such thing as having a real dinosaur bone because they're so old. They break down before we ever live to find them.
How would how would a T-Rex even mate?
How would a T-Rex even? I don't know. I don't watch them fuck. How do pigs mate? I don't watch pigs fuck, but I know that they do it.
You got me there. So you believe in dinosaurs, aliens, not really, and Mars rover 100% you believe in?
I don't know much about the Mars rover.
How does the Mars rover send photos of Mars 100 million miles away with magical space Wi-Fi when we lose connection in the mountains?
I don't think it's Wi-Fi. It has something to do with, you know how there's different wave frequencies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so once you get to a high enough frequency, it's no longer visible to the human eye, but you can still receive it through devices and stuff. And that's how, even when you're not on Wi-Fi, you can probably still text somebody. It's because you're using the cell towers.
You cell towers, isn't it?
I was going to say something. Hang on.
You just fucked up so hard by saying cell towers.
Let me finish. If I'm not mistaken, they produce their own, and the cell towers that we use are different from these satellites that NASA uses.
Wait. You believe in satellites are all up there. They'd be orbiting over every mountain, right?
Yes and no, yeah.
Why do you only have connection with your phone in the grid when you're in the city? If there's satellites,
to block it out.
No. It's because
I've had points where I was in the mountains.
It says on Wikipedia that everything is done through triangulation cellular tower and undersea cables. That's it. It says that there's no such thing as satellite connectivity for your phone. It's not real. It says on Wikipedia 90.
No, because
oh my god! You said navigation?
It's for navigation.
So why do you lose connection in the mountains when you go camping if there's satellites above you?
Because how many times are you going to see a cell tower in the mountains?
You know what's funny? 99% of the world agrees with you. 99% of the world also got vaccinated. And Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, and Nick Fuentes all are flat earthers. And you're the average person. The average person's IQ is extremely low. The whole world agrees with you because the whole world has average IQ. You're not Andrew Tate. You're not Tristan. You're not Nick Fuentes. You're just some fucking woman.
Be nice. No, I am.
Okay, I gotta talk to Sneeko now, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go invade Poland. Have a great day, guys. got her, destroy her, and her freaking university career. She supported that.